Hello everyone, Superior Stacker here today. Guys, today we're going to be talking about how many silver ounces you need to be in the top 20% of stackers. You know, it's it's not a competition, but it's always fun to know where you stand. And as you all know, silver has been for thousands of years has been used for coin making, jewelry, food utensils such as spoons and you know little pots and you name it. So many different things out there for religious objects and so many other things. So for thousands of years, humans have used silver, and it is a precious metal. And believe it or not, it was very rare in ancient Egypt. Gold and copper were more abundant and easier to find, so silver was highly valued in ancient Egypt because of its rarity. And to this day, we're still using silver in, conductors, electricity, solar panels, batteries, a lot of things. But us as stackers, we use it for generational wealth, for it to preserve our, you know, whatever money we have invested in it. So, with that being said, guys, how much do you think of how many ounces do you think you need of silver to be in the top 20? You actually will be surprised, guys. This is a very nice coin. I think I was talking the other day about this one and the different years it's made. It's been out for a long time. I knew they were around the 70s. Well, I don't know if that's just a date put on, but anyway, I'm getting out of subject there. Well, guys, there's actually close to 300 million silver owners out there in the world that own silver. So you think that might be a huge number, but when you come down to it, it's not that much of the world's population. So there's not that many of us out there if you start thinking about it, even though it's almost 300 million. But when it comes down to the world population, it is not a lot. So, and also there is about 3 to 3.5 billion ounces of bullion out there, of the pure stuff, 99.9, 3 nines, 4 nines, you name it. So when it comes down to us, not that much of that. If we were to give every person some silver that's living right now, you'd probably be getting half an ounce per living human, which is a very interesting fact if you start to think about it. But let's get down to it, guys. Here I actually have 50 ounces. According to a lot of information there on the internet and sources, that's how much it takes to be in the top 20% of stackers. 50 ounces. A lot of people might be like, well, that's not too much. But if you think about it, not a lot of people have the ability to obtain precious metals, silver, for, for stacking and holding and, for it to be in your own bank, essentially. If you have an emergency or if you need to liquidate some of it to get money when you want, it could be done. Not a lot of people have that privilege, especially in other parts of the world. Like I know in Canada, the US especially, Europe, we have the ability to make that happen for ourselves more easier than other places. And I'm not putting anybody down by any means, but it's just more easier to obtain and for us to be able to have this ability to stack silver more than other people in other places. So, we should really consider ourselves blessed in that aspect. So, guys, 50 ounces of silver is what it takes to be in the top 20%. What do you guys think of that? Do you guys think that's an accurate number? Are you like, oh, I'm already ahead of the game, I'm already in the top 20? What do you guys think about it? And if you are in the top 20%, congrats. I remember when I first started stacking, I was happy with my first 2 ounces of silver. There were two Mexican Libertads when I went to Mexico on one of our vacations, and I was happy as can be. I was always looking at them, admiring them, getting them, and just letting them do that with each other, and just hearing that sound of silver, which is so amazing. So it took me a while to get to 50 ounces because that is some money. It's some people are, they can actually go out there and make it happen and purchase 50 ounces at a get-go, or 100, 200, even a monster box. I've seen it, but like I've always have said, we each as an individual do what we can to obtain our silver, and you don't want to go into debt. You don't want to, lack in other things like, that you're not going to get yourself financially in trouble. And again, I'm not giving financial advice here. This is just for entertainment and what works for me and other individuals, and it's for entertainment. But again, it's no financial advice, guys. But I'm just trying to say about what my opinion and my story has been with it. And it took me a while to get to 50 ounces, but I would count each milestone. When I first accumulated my first 10 ounces, I was happy. And then as you all know, you catch that gold bug, but for silver, you want to keep going. And honestly, you never want to stop. I'm at a decent amount now, which one of these days I'll make a video of my full stack, but you never want to stop stacking. And that's the awesome thing about this. You want to keep getting more. Oops, I'm sorry. You don't want to do that. You want to keep getting more and more and not stopping. And that's just the whole fun thing about this. But again, what do you guys think about it? Do you think that's a small amount of what they're giving, 50 ounces, to be in the top 20%? Or do you think that's a realistic number and you agree with it? I would love to hear your comments on this. And as always, I enjoy reading each and every one of them and answering them and commenting back. And it's just such a nice community. I'm really thankful for this community, guys, and just for the stackers out there. Some like it for historical, some like it for the prepping and so many other reasons. But it is such a nice hobby. Such a nice hobby to get into. And I thought that was very interesting. 50 ounces to be in the top 20%. So if you're in the top 20%, please give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. That way, I could try to calculate some, at least from my viewers or the people that like this video. So I really hope this video was helpful. I plan to make more in the near future of the top 5, maybe even the top 1%. And that'll be interesting to get those numbers and maybe do a little bit more research on it and, more data. Well, guys, I hope you guys are doing very well. Hopefully you liked the video. Thank you if you made it to the last part. I really appreciate that. That really helps out my channel. You guys take care now, and I will see you on the next one.